Let's start this show with 2 words. Dallas Cowboys. I got to. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not doing that because we're clickbaiters and we know that people love the Dallas Cowboys and hate the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll click on something that says the words Dallas and Cowboys on it all the time. No. We are not starting this show because of that. And I saw what the Kansas City Chiefs did last night. I saw it. Oh, yeah. And I understand what they're up to. I saw the Buffalo Bills do what they did against the Cleveland Browns in Detroit, which is a home game for them, and the Bills Mafia traveling. Well done. I saw what the Tennessee Titans did to start this week off in Green Bay. Saw it. If the Dallas Cowboys show up on Thursday against the New York Giants and the Sundays that they play or whatever Saturdays that they play, if they show up for every game that they have left, regular and postseason, and play like they did in Minnesota, then all the Dallas Cowboys haters in the world will have their worst friggin' nightmare, because it will be Jerry Jones and his big old Dallas Cowboy grin holding up that Lombardi trophy that he told us about last year, before last season, when he was on this program talking about how he
said, God, if you're listening, help.
He told the Lord that prior to his 3rd Super Bowl win, that if I just win this one, I won't ask you again for another one. And he says he wants to redo that deal. He will get that Lombardi trophy if they show up and play like they did in Minnesota. That game yesterday in Minnesota was a wrap after Toe Met Ball. It was over. And I chose the Vikings to win this game. I thought the Vikings were going to come off that Buffalo Bill win feeling great about themselves and ready to prove in front of the nation, watching on CBS with Manson Romo and company, that they were going to be the team to beat from Thanksgiving week on out. Why not? They lost to the Eagles in week 2, hadn't lost since. Kirk Cousins was taking his shirt off on planes, Mr. Ice. Justin Jefferson with the catch of his life, as Joe Davis appropriately called it in real time. Dalvin Cook running. Zadarius Smith and that defense buzzing. And the Cowboys said, hold my big-ass beer. 3rd snap of the game. The Lion himself, Micah Parsons, runs down Kirk Cousins and causes a fumble and turnover. Over. I saw that. I'm like, look out, man. And then the Cowboys had Zeke back healthy, and they're doing the right thing. You know I've been pounding the table for more snaps for this guy. He is one of the best home run hitters in football. Tony Pollard. Once again, you give him the ball in open space, see you later. And I think he's on, I'm going to say it, I think he's on par with Tyreek Hill. I think that's how much of a playmaker this guy is. I've got a nickname for him.
Oh, geez. Oh,
don't say, oh, geez.
We don't have to nickname
everyone. They're not
everyone.
all terrible. No, we do.
We don't have to nickname
Shouldn't
everyone.
you run this by me pre-show?
Excuse me. RES Consulting is at an all-time high after Henry Winkler last night.
Yeah, but we all have our lanes, and this is my lane right here. So.
Not dispute what I'm about to call him.
I'm Chris, don't worry. I will.
New nickname for Tony Pollard. Deuces. Deuces Pollard.
No,
see
Rich,
you later.
Rich, that's Tyreek's thing.
I don't care.
You can't have that nickname.
His nickname is the Cheetah. He's got a nickname.
Yeah, but
Deuces. This guy
Chris,
is
help me.
out the gate. Deuces Pollard. That's what I'll call him until I'm told to stop by him personally.
Can I personally, through him as a proxy?
You can do that. Fine.
But
whatever.
But Emmitt Smith wore 22. That's Deuces.
Don't disrupt my flow.
Sorry, bud. Dayquil speaking.
That was the caffeine. I got to tell you, and I'm also sitting at home watching this dismantling in every phrase. Brett Maher, my God.
That's my guy, my
Dude,
kicker. Fantasy.
Brett Maher putting up a number that started with a deuce in most fantasy leagues and every fantasy league yesterday. He's hitting 60-yarders. He's hitting Brett Maher.
I played against him. But...
Hey, Brett Maher, kick a 60-yarder. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to review a
Hey,
play.
we'll review this play.
Now go do it again.
Goodness.
Shouldn't he get more points for 120 yards worth of field goal kicks right there?
Every phase, the Dallas Cowboys nailed it yesterday in Minnesota.
It was a good game.
And all I could sit there and think of was, what is Odell Beckham Jr. thinking as he's watching this game already with the Giants posting a big laid egg at home against the resurgent, break 'em up, Jamal Williams-led Detroit Lions.
No, it was Art Jamal Williams, man. He just scored.
And so I sat there and thought to myself, Dallas just put together their best game of the year. Their best game in several years, I would say.
Top to bottom. Yeah.
Top to bottom, left to right.
They played very well.
And I thought to myself, if you're Odell Beckham Jr. and you're supposedly choosing between the Giants and the Cowboys, and you're going to say, I'm going to visit one of these teams, both of these teams, and make a decision between these teams as to who to join and what can I do? Where can I win? Where can I also not just win, but also not have everything thrown on me as the savior? Where I'm a complementary piece, which is what he was when he joined the Rams last year. Okay? He was a complementary piece. He was additive, to use the phrase that Jerry Jones used last week. The Giants lose to the Lions. I mean, they got blown out by the Lions. They got smoked by the Lions.
They were never in that game.
And they lost their rookie receiver, Wan'Dale Robinson, to an ACL as well. The Giants now desperately need Odell Beckham Jr. to say, I'd like to run it back. Let's go and run this thing back, shall we? And if I'm Odell, I'm like, where can I win the Super Bowl this year and also not be viewed as the complete savior? I can work my way back in. Don't forget, last year he was just a guy who had a choice to go where he wanted, fully healthy. He's working his way back from a knee injury. He blew out his knee in the Super Bowl. Last game of the year.
When he was dominating.
This is a work your way back in situation. And the Giants are going to need him to come out with 15 targets and 100 yards a game right from jump. Cowboys can be like, all right, sorry, Noah Brown, some of your snaps are taken away. Right? Oh, you work your way back in, Odell, while Tony Pollard, Deuces Pollard, gets in the end zone. You can work your way back in while Zach eats and jumps in the end zone, and then the Thanksgiving, jug.
Yeah.
The big old kettle.
The kettle, that's the word I was searching for, yes.
You can do that while Dak also works his way back in from being hurt earlier this year. You could work your way back in while Micah Parsons and Tank Lawrence, Diggs, and the rest of that group eats a red-hot offense for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That was a
don't forget fourth meal, too.
1,000% lead pipe wielding, dynamite, perfectly timed monster win by the Dallas Cowboys yesterday. Period. And I am not mincing any words here. I love what the Chiefs look like. As you know, I'm a Buffalo Bills guy, too. I've been on that wagon since the beginning, like the rest of the media world. I'm not jumping off it. I totally get it. The Dallas Cowboys play like that, they are coming for you. And in terms of what Odell's decision's got to make, how huge is that Thanksgiving game for the Giants to just erase what happened against the Lions, go into Dallas, and tell Odell, join us. This is basically their last-ditch effort if they want Odell, in my opinion, after what we just saw on Sunday. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.